Hi, I'm Zeb. I'm a freshman at Boise State. I found out about Proof when I was a junior in high school. I was actually at a conference and saw this kid with a really cool pair of glasses, and I needed a new pair, so I just asked him where he got them, and he told me Proof Eyewear. I looked them up, found out about their do-good aspect, and also the eco-friendly and sustainable aspect, and just kind of fell in love with the company, I guess. And I had to do an internship that year to meet a requirement for a club I was a part of at school. And I ended up applying to do an internship with Proof, and they took me. So like I said, I knew about their do-good projects, and I have always kind of wanted to go abroad and do humanitarian work, and I was fortunate enough to be invited along to Uganda. Originally my parents were like, there's no way we're sending you across the world with a group of people we don't know, but after some convincing, they let me go, and it ended up being the most amazing experience. So we got to Uganda, and it was kind of uncomfortable because I didn't really know anybody, but just immediately you meet at the airport, and there's just this camaraderie, and you hop in to the vans and they take you to where you're staying for the night, and everybody's just really happy, and there's tons of stories from past experiences, and that's one of the things that I find myself reflecting on most, is just everybody had these awesome stories from other trips they'd taken, or just the experiences they've had throughout their life, and then the next day you just hop right into what you're there to do. We went to a local school and did eye exams, gave out prescriptions to people who needed it, and some other things we did. We got the chance to go up to an orphanage in the mountains, and it was easily the most beautiful place I've ever been. I mean, you're just with these little kids who are all so happy and excited to see you, and you're just set high up in the mountains, and it's just lush green all around you, and you just get to help these little kids, teach them things, and we did jigger removal, which are little fleas that burrow into their feet because most of them don't have shoes. And so it was just a really amazing experience to get to help those children and just be a part of that. All right, my first tip is bring a journal, because you're going to experience so many things, and if you don't write them down, you'll probably forget most of them, honestly. I know there are things that I forget, and then I go back and read entries, and I'm like, wow, that was so cool. And I'm just really glad that I took the time to just write and kind of reflect on what we'd gone through that day. My second piece of advice would be pack a lot less than you need. I packed probably 5 outfits and wore maybe 3 of them, just because you don't need that much. You just wake up, you throw on whatever, and then you go live the day and go out and help people. But I would save 1 outfit for the plane ride home so that you're comfortable, especially if it's a long one, which it probably will be. And then my last piece of advice would just be, don't expect to be comfortable. Humanitarian trips, or at least the one I've been on, offer a lot of new opportunities, and most of the time they're out of your comfort zone, but it's just such an amazing experience. It's totally worth it. My favorite story, one night we were at the orphanage, we were sleeping in, I don't know, maybe a 20-foot square room, and it was concrete floors, tin walls, and tin roof. And we packed all 22, some of us, in there, and as well as some orphans, and I was sleeping with my face and body just pressed up against the wall, and I was sharing a twin mattress with a 6'4" guy and a little baby orphan, and it was stormy outside, so the walls and roof just kept popping and creaking and making noises, and it's pitch black in there, so you can't see anything, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear somebody on the other end of the room scream, "It came through the wall!" And I mean, instantaneously, everybody stands up, and it's just a blood-curdling scream, and nobody knows what's going on. And we figured out it was Mbazi, the little dog at the orphanage, and it was just such a funny experience. Looking back, in the moment, it was really scary, but now we can all laugh about it.